activity in front of the Brook. And before
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here is Harden. Harris passes to Jordan. Clock at 6. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Here's Antetokounmpo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Here's KD. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the dunk by Giannis.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Brown outside. Harden the pass to KD. That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Holiday. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Pass to KD. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Jumps up. And Durant sends it back.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Here's Giannis. 6 points for him. Pass to Holiday. Wide open. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Again, the Nets for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here is Holiday. The pass to DiVincenzo. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Takes it down to Middleton. Beyond the clock. Over Jordan. Milwaukee. No good that time either. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Takes the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Nets with the lead. Pulls it up. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. No good from outside. Nets leading by 4. Harris against Holiday. Right side, Jordan. Brown outside. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Count that one.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Brown outside. Outside Jordan. Lopez against Brown. Ball's knocked loose. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and Lopez pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Middleton, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. It's all knotted up.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Outside, KD. And that one released in time, but no good. Tie game in Brooklyn. Let's take a quick break now. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Portis, Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Now here's Irving. Here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Teague deciding where to go with it. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Here's Portis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Here's Griffin following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Green. The shot from the low post is good.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Pass to Connaughton. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Doesn't go that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Tucker finds Teague. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The shot's good from Irving.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Dishes to Teague. Shot from 16. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Nets leading by 4. Here's Green, and Green slams it in. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Irving following the basket by Brook Lopez. Over Holiday. And the Nets miss again. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Middleton. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set. And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Harris. There's the triple. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Now here's Harden. Harris outside. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Harris. From outside the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
They've got Harden. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan, and it's Brown, and at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Jordan. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Middleton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
Good on the second free throw. Giannis with it. He kicks it to Lopez. Elbow shot is on the way. That shot off the mark. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Durant. Offensive rebound.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Passes it to Holiday. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you love to see DJ work that hard in transition. Go ahead, run the floor, big man.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. The rebound by KD.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here's Holiday following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. On the wing, Giannis. Bucks passing it around. Looking to end the run. Count it. Giannis has got 10 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Harden the pass to KD. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Harris outside. And the pass to Jordan. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here is Holiday. 6 points for him. Harden with the defensive effort.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Irving. He feeds it to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got his second bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Green dishes to Irving. Inside, and stolen by Portis. One-on-one fast break. Tucker controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Green. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. His three-pointers off the mark. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Connaughton. There's Portis. Misses. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Irving. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in a 2-guard.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Kicks to Tucker. Middleton for 3. Moves back up. Back to Tucker. Passes it to Middleton. Out to the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity strike. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here is Irving. Outside, Green. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. Middleton outside. To the inside. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Middleton is doubled. Back to Connaughton. Middleton outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Bucks trail by 3. Tucker the pass to Portis. Can't connect from short range. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Teague. The pass to Portis. From past the arc. Green with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Holiday with the 3, trains the three-pointer.
You gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Harden outside. Outside Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Now here is Holiday. Off target from three-point range.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Out to KD. Harris outside. That 3 off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Connaughton. Over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. Back to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Holiday. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 3-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now Harden. Out to Harris. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 4.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Holiday, no one around him. Holiday with another miss.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that. Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Now, here is Holiday. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Lopez shooting foul. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this get. And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in at the 2. Now here's Harden. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Beverley, the pass to George. Stolen by Harden. Outside, KD. From the top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, that jumper's so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
Harden against Beverley. Outside for George. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden right side. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
And Luwawu Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Harden against Beverley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know, Beverley is easily one of the most tenacious defenders in the league. An absolute pest of epic proportion. Love his energy.
And he sinks the second. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. That's to Luwawu. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Now Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Dishes it to George. The rebound by Luwawu.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Feeds to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees a teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. He kicks it to Jordan. Durant finds Jordan. Lock at 6. And Durant. Gets it to go. The assist by Jordan. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
Durant's shot is in the air before the defense even tracks the pass. I mean, he's 2 steps ahead of him. And that, folks, is a combination of awareness and speed.
Now here's Beverly. And Jordan sends it back. Stolen by Harden. Harris with it. Leonard picks him up. They get it back. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Leonard looking over the floor. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Jordan on the wing. Harris. Latrey hands it from downtown.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nets with a new shot clock. Over to the left wing. Luwawu tips it. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Beverly, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for Brooklyn. He made it. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nets.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Jackson. Ibaka. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. Sinks that one from the post. Dinwiddie's got his first basket of the night.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception is the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Brooklyn leading by 18. Up and in on the layup.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Ibaka. Bank shot, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Dinwiddie kicks to Griffin. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Jackson. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Rondo. Makes it off the glass. Rondo's got his first bucket in this one.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And that one is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
It's deflected. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the basket by Harris.
You know, he's not just a spot-up shooter, guys. Joe Harris can score off the dribble, too.
Rondo scanning the floor. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Brown outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here is George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden can't hit. Left side, George. And George with the stuff.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
A nice shot by Harris. And so, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game. And
with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. And it's Durant missing. The Clippers shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Harden has a wide open look. Offensive rebound, Nets.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. A high-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Harden outside. The pass to Harris. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Luwawu, the pass to Harris. For 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden. And the Clippers making a change here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's blocked.
How impressive was that? The little fellow Beverly extending out for the block. Showed us some nice timing for a guy that's not much taller than 6'2".
Here's Beverly following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Exactly. I mean, it had to happen here in the third. Now they've got the run going, and I think they've got to keep it going now.
Here's Harden. Great D that time from Batum.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Los Angeles. A nice shot by KD.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Man. 1:49 left in the third. And that one's good. Beverly
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Brooklyn leading by 19 points.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Now Irving. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Yeah, they certainly have been. You'd like to knock down that first one, but if you don't, then a second shot is the next best thing.
Los Angeles with another miss. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here are the Nets. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Irving can't get it to go. And George, here we go. No good on that one. Great tee that time from Green. Got it off in time. And so it's Brooklyn rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Griffin on out there with Irving, and it's Claxton in at the 4.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Rondo against Irving. Rondo passes to Jackson.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Irving for 3, sinks the triple.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Rondo against Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Pass to Cousins. The dish to Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Harden can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Rondo, no good. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Back to Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And a wide open look for Rondo. Misses the three.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. On deep. But they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Here's Ibaka, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
They need this. And Kennard finishes it off.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Irving from long range. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Cousins is checked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The deep three from Harden. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Not going to go that time. Now, here's Kennard. Drills the three-pointer.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
The deep three from Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in its center. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the two-guard position. Now here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And both these teams rely on low post offense, Doris, in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time? What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Covington. Pass to McCollum, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Harden with it, now defended by McCollum. And he comes up with the deuce.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. First quarter, just over a minute played. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Griffin. The kick out to Irving. second shot opportunity. A shot by Harden, wide open. He can't get that one to fall. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and he banks in the layup.
How about the blinding speed of Hollis Jefferson? Leave him in the dust, Rondé.
Indoors with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Robert Covington. To the left wing. Griffin inside. Hollis Jefferson's there. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Portland moving the ball around. From deep three-point range, Lillard misses. Brooklyn leading by 4. Nobody near Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Lillard. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. Now the pass to Harris. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
The very quick response from deep by Joe Harris. We love it.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Lillard again missing.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to McCollum. Now Hollis Jefferson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, I'll tell you, excellent job from Hollis Jefferson. This guy's so skilled at getting terrific position down low.
Harden dishes to Griffin. On the wing, Harris. Back to Griffin. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. The shot's good from Griffin.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Now Lillard. From the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Harris. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
This guy has such quality length for his position.
And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact team.
Normal begins. I'm proud.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Green. He's out there with Durant. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Outside Anthony. Feeds to Cantor. And the bucket is good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Simon. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. Cantor inside, guarded by Jordan. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 6 in the quarter.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Dinwiddie outside. Durant wide open, he fires. And Jones pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Green, the pass to Jordan. On the wing, Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's KD. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Nets lead by 4. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Pass to Simon. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Dinwiddie with it. Cantor cover. Green dishes to Jordan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Lobs it up for Cantor.
And this is why Cantor is a fantastic pick-and-roll option. He's big as a screener and a superb roller.
Dinwiddie outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Passes it to Claxton. Harden right side. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Claxton. Irving attacking. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Nurkic has got his first basket.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your... And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the 3. Portland trailing here, and here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Harden the pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Harris with it. Lillard picks him up. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. A nice shot by Irving.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Irving. Griffin kicks to Irving. There's the 3. He's off on that one. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Covington. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Hollis Jefferson finds Lillard. McCollum against Harris. And it's McCollum off the drive. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Pops it up for Jordan. It's not going to go for him.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Jordan against Nurkic. Nobody near Lillard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Kevin Durant in for Blake Griffin. Portland also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. And here's McCollum for 3. Lillard, it's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Harris, good.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. Lillard against Harden. Lillard has the open look. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Lillard's got 7 points.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Harden the pass to Irving. Here's Claxton. Harden kicks to Irving. Passes to KD. Two points. That one goes.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
McCollum against Irving. McCollum outside. He feeds it to Collins. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard looking around. It's Collins with the drive.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Durant for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Over in the corner, Lillard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Outside Durant. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets out in front, up 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of catering for the 4th quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. McCollum dishes to Nurkic, and it's blocked. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. The putback. It's good on the putback. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Brooklyn making some changes. Durant's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
It's deflected. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball. The quick look, no good that time.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Anthony's shot is off. Nets leading by 4. Fires from the line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Over in the corner, Lillard. The feed now to Cantor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. The kick out to Irving. Off target with his three. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Harden scanning the floor. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one has to stop him.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Durant. Over Collins. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 1. The dish now to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. 1:06 left in the fourth. Pulls up, high post, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Nets have gotten just over 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Good!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. A shot off that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to...
Oh!
DJ with the fearless opportunity. Boy, what a shot.
Down low. Nurkic kicks to Collins. It's deflected. Stolen by Harden. And here is KD. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Durant, then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Harris outside. Durant trying to break free. That's good from Harris on the assist by Brown. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster, and I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here is Durant following the basket by Chris Middleton.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Super quick in transition, the Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Harden against Holiday. Harden outside. To the paint. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here is Holiday over Harden.
Nice attention to detail on defense. Harden showing he wants to improve on this end of the court.
Here's Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And here's Giannis from outside.
When you combine Durant's speed and anticipation with his length, it makes it impossible to get around him when he's defending you. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Middleton. The kick out to Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Shots good by Middleton.
He's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Brown dishes to Jordan. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
And the jam by Harden.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Brown the pass to Jordan. Jacks up a 3. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Dinwiddie stays with it.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For the 3. And it's Chris Middleton with the 3. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
Hey, sometimes it's simply the fact that good offense is much better than good defense, and Middleton wins that offense and defensive matchup most times.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Right side, Irving. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team is going to be. I'm able to get to my spots and I know my spots. And
well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles, have got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Harris, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Bucks trail. Passes it to Forbes. Lets it go with the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to DiVincenzo. And he slams it one-handed.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Teague against Dinwiddie. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his first bucket of the night.
Hey, Teague's not a big guy, but he's not really pint-sized. Nonetheless, impressive work for the little fella to get it done inside.
Here's Irving. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Mora, a miss that time, would have put him up.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. And it's a 4-point Nets lead. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. John Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And it's Harris off the drive. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Bucks making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
So he gets them both. 1:09 left to play here in the half. Harden outside. The pass to Durant. Fires at the elbow. A rebound by the Bucks.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Second change shot. Tries it again. And the rejection by Giannis. Lopez kicks to Holiday. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Nets trail by 5. There's 21 seconds left here in the second. Harden. No good, unable to end this run. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the two guard. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Shots good by Middleton.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Brown drops them both. Bucks leading by 7. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's the Nets now. Here's Harris from the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Nets trail by 7. Here's Jordan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling.
Milwaukee making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in.
Excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. The Bucks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Irving passes to Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Outside Holiday. From deep. But they'll get another chance. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Offensive rebound, and Crane is right there. Now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Back to Giannis. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now Irving. 1:51 left to play in the third. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Nailed from 3-point land. Irving's got 7.
Always great from deep. I don't think Irving has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. There's the lob into Kumbo, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Holiday up top, covered by Irving. Holiday against Irving. The shot by Holiday, no good. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Harris. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Dinwiddie outside. He nails it, and we're tied up. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Blake Griffin comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Teague. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 1. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Brown, and it's the shooting guard.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Irving up top, guarded by Holiday. Up again, great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 3.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Oh, Griffin in position. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Round kicks to KD. The second chance effort. Passes it to Harris from deep three-point range. That one no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Middleton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Holiday with it. Giannis outside. And another shot. Great D that time from Durant.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Bucks trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton.
Come on.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Back to Durant. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Holiday. Good, nice job down low.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Irving dishes to Jordan. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Holiday. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pass to Harden. Jordan no good on the free throw.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Clock at 4. Here's Harden. Sinks the 15-footer. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop. And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Durant down low. Antetokounmpo defending. Back to Irving. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harris, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Holiday finds Lopez. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Holiday against Harden. Back to Brown. Inside. Here's Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it left.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Durant in the corner. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have the foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles. And with
good evening, Kevin. Well,
what a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harris is out there at Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 2. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there at Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. Now here's Beverley. To the inside. Zubats the pass to Leonard. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Beverley. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And, Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Here's Luwawu. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Stolen by Beverley. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
A 3 from Leonard. Jordan with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. The Nets shooting their first free throw tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Pass to George. From outside the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Jordan. Outside for KD. To the middle. And the rejection by Zubats. George with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Another shot. Here's Harden on the wing. The tray. Here's Jordan. There's the feed to KD. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beverley against Harden. Harden with it.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now, here is Harden. 3-point lead. And it's denied.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker. I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
The Nets making a switch here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luwawu.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's Jackson in for George. Here's Mann. Out to Ibaka. Clock at 6. Passes it to Kennard. From deep three-point range, and no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here's Kennard. Up top, Batum. Jackson looking it over. Back to Batum. To the left side wing. Mann passes to Batum. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Harden the pass to Claxton. That one doesn't drop. Now Batum. Can't get it to fall.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Now here's Cousins. Here's Kennard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Irving. Outside Griffin. Picked away. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. Over to the wing. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Clippers trail. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's the pass to Zubats. Just 5 on the clock. Over Claxton. Again, the Clippers.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Outside Irving. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's what Brooklyn's comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in for Dinwiddie. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from DeAndre Jordan.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now, here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. George with no one around. Los Angeles with another miss.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
KD passes to Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
Pass to Zubats. Kicks it to George. 13 feet away. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
George with the bucket.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Irving dishes to KD. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Zubats. He kicks to Beverly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beverly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Irving passes to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
LA has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Leonard, the pass to Zubats, kicks it to Beverly. There's the dish to Leonard. And it is good at the puck. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Jackson, and it's Man in at the small forward position. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Jeff Green is checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luwawu. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. The Clippers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pass to Leonard. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by George.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Dinwiddie. Jordan finds KD. Kicks it out to Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to George. Second chance shot. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Harris against Morris. That one rolling around and rims out.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
Here's George. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. To stop the drought. They get it again. Morris outside. George looking around. Down low. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac's no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
The deep 3 from Harden. But they recover it. Moves back up. No good on the shot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. Durant, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Short. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. Oh, what a play!
Watch it! Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 7.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Over Jordan. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Yes.
Athletically.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now, here's Zubats. Here's George. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now here's Harden. He has 7. On deep. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That's good from Beverly.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And here is Irving. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
A different look for the Clippers. Ibaka comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Here's Kennard. 6 to shoot. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Clippers getting the bucket, and it goes down 2 points.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. Kennard for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Brown inside. Jackson on him. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight. Clippers trail by 8. Jackson passes to Kennard. For the 3. Griffin grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Harris. It's good on the putback. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Kennard. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Harris outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That's tipped. Harris outside. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. Batum scanning the floor. Here's Mann, guarded by Harris. And Ibaka slams it in.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And George is subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Durant. Left side, Jordan. Outside for Durant. Tips it up, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Inside. Here's Zubac, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley comes in for Luke Kennard.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Now here's Durant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. George passes to Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Durant way outside. It's hauled in by Beverley. Los Angeles has gotten just one of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. KD with it. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Nets lead by 12.
That's why Durant's one of the best scorers in the game. I don't know how the defense stops that.
George, no good. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
That's his second personal foul.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. They lead by 11. For 3. Morris with the rebound. Leonard looking over the floor. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight into Portland. And let's...
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. We've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson out there with Nurkic. And it's Covington in at the three, the small forward, Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Basket counts. Griffin's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Nets. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Claxton. Harden gets the bucket.
Oh, just spectacular in the open floor. When Harden's coming downhill, you're at his mercy.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Kicks it to McCollum. Lillard against Harden. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And it's Irving missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Now, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Zach Collins checked in for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Now here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
You can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
The determination of Irving. He's a type A personality who just wants to win.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Harden. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the block. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Lillard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Irving looking over the floor. Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Lillard outside. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 9. The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lillard against Harden. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. He can't get that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off target from outside. Nets leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Nurkic finds McCollum. Out of hand on it. A second chance effort, and Nurkic gets it to go. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Harden the pass to Griffin. They double team Griffin. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard way outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Griffin kicks to Harris. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the shot goes in.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Doesn't go for him. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about.
I know that when the main guy.
I think he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Now here's Dinwiddie. Good on the bucket. Dinwiddie's got his first points in this one.
Oh, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the 3, not one of them, ain't working. Now, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Lillard. 14 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
KD on the wing. Shot from free throw range. And Cantor pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Simons. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. It's Powell on the wing. Plenty of space. A rebound by the Nets.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lobs it up for Anthony. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. Brown against Powell. Outside Anthony. Powell with it. 5 on the clock. Cantor trying to free himself up. The shot by Powell, no good. 1:31 left in the first half of basketball. It doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And they pick up 2. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Durant to the middle. Jordan kicks to Green. Brown outside. And Green slams it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Simons. Passes to Cantor. And here is Anthony. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 36 seconds left in the first half. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Here's Simons. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. And he makes good on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here is Durant. He's got 7. And a wide open look for Jordan. And that would have counted, but it... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 8 points and 1 steal. Bad.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in its center. Nobody near Irving. And he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights. Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now the pass to Griffin. To the inside, Claxton, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Irving finds Harris. Here's Claxton. Here's Harden on the wing. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now, Hollis Jefferson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Three-pointer, Lillard. The rebound by Harden.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That one goes. Count it. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, and the layup's good off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. He is guarded by McCollum. 6 to shoot. Pass to Harris. Here's the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Collins is checked in. So for the Nets. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Nets. Dinwiddie with it. Lillard picks him up. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Now here's McCollum. From past the arc. Good on the triple. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the D.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. KD against Covington. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up for the lead. McCollum kicks to Collins. Dinwiddie against Lillard. Back to Collins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Nets making a change here as well. James Harden, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. The feed now to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Man, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Here's Simons. 36 seconds left to play in the third. For the tie. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Passes it to Luwawu. There's Green with the 3. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Green. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead. For Portland, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Simons. There's the pass to Powell. Swiped away. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, up 5. And when we And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got C.J. McCollum, Anthony out there with Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Pass to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Powell in for McCollum. And the Nets making a change here as well. James Harden, he's checked in for Denver. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Blake Griffin in for Johnson.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Harden the pass to Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Griffin's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. The Trailblazers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Luwawu. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Passes it to Brown. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Brown the pass to Harden. And it's good, 2 points. And the Nets lead by 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Whoops, they pick off the pass. The pass to Griffin. Shoots over Covington, and Griffin with the score. The assist by Brown. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
He's showing why he's considered a leader. Griffin wants to be the guy taking these important shots.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Brown. Shot from 16. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Durant wide open. He fires. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. To the middle. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Nurkic. McCollum outside to take the lead. The rebound by Harden. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum with the ball. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lillard. Great open look there. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
On the wing, Harden. He dishes it to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. Good D by McCollum, pushing it up. Here's Willard. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Harden dishes to Durant. And that one, good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Harden against Willard. He kicks to McCollum. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Nurkic with the steal. Inside, Hollis Jefferson. And Durant sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 2. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
And Harden's showing great strides of improvement on.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's